Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doc. In today's video I will show you how Render Token RNDR will be able to solve Elon Musk and Tesla's GPU problem and how solving this problem will benefit the Render Token. So I'm not gonna talk too much and get straight into the point with the video. So the first topic I want to talk about is Tesla's and Elon Musk's GPU shortage. So everybody knows Nvidia is skyrocketing. GPU shortage for AI is a big thing, and that's the reason why Penny2X tweeted, "No big deal, Tesla is just going live with an Nvidia competitor soon," on which Elon Musk himself responded, "Not exactly a competitor to Nvidia." So what he was then saying was, we just need a crazy amount of training compute to get full self-driving 10 times safer than human, but they can't get enough GPUs, plus prices are extremely high. And you might be wondering why Elon Musk and Tesla isn't just going to a cloud computer provider. Well, because data centers are unable to expand fast enough to offer competitive prices. Not only the prices of GPUs are skyrocketing, of course cloud computing providers have to spend billions on getting new GPUs, and with these purchases and infrastructure costs they have to up the prices of computing power. But Render Token Network connects to idle consumer GPUs, which come with every cell phone and computer. So the total number of GPUs in the world is estimated to be around 265 million, but fewer than 50,000 GPUs are available through data centers. So if Render can just connect to 1% of the idle GPUs in the world, they would be adding the equivalent of $25 billion GPU infrastructure with $0 capital expenditure. They can offer the most fastest, cheapest and reliable GPU computing power in the world on this way. And this is why Tesla will need the Render network to succeed. And you might be wondering why Tesla isn't already connecting to the Render network. Well, it's because the Render network wants to be really careful with just opening the network to anybody, because they want to ensure that if like big companies like Tesla would connect to the Render network, that they would be ensured of computing power 24/7. And that's the reason why they now opened the request for compute. So basically the request for compute is a new community initiative from the Render Network Foundation to help the network support GPU computing applications in new fields like AI. So with the request for compute, the Render Network Foundation team hopes to serve new users applications in AI, virtual reality, big data and more. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna open a submitting page where you can just submit your proposal. Let's say Tesla would submit, well, I need computing power for Tesla itself full driving and I need X amount of GPU power 24/7 available. And then the Render network will just open more node operators. They will see if they can do it already and they will just accept Tesla, for example. And then they will just see after 2-3 weeks, okay, Tesla can run easily. Let's accept more applications, bring more node operators. With node operators, we of course mean decentralized consumer GPUs, and they're gonna build like that, because of course they can open the network for anybody to provide GPU power and to anybody to access GPU power. But if there's not really a consistency in the supply. This might cause problems and give Render a bad name, and they really don't want that. So this is why I think I first thought the request for compute was a bad thing, but now I understand what they're doing, and I think it's a really good thing. So I hope big companies have submitted their proposals and will join the Render network really soon. And you might be asking, what does this benefit for Render token holders? Well, if you don't already know yet, by the end of the year or maybe early 2024, Render is gonna implement a burning and mint equilibrium. What this means is, if you want GPU power from the network, you can still pay in fiat or with Render token, and these tokens, if paid with fiat, will be straight burned. On the other side, the node operators we actually supply the GPU power will be paid a fixed amount of minted tokens on each epoch. So basically, if there's way more people buying or needing GPU power than the equivalent of the minted tokens, there's gonna be so much burning that the price has to go up. Of course, the other way around, if the amount of value of the minted tokens is way more than the customer need for GPU power, the price might go down. But it all depends, of course. If the node operators don't sell, it won't go down. So this will create constant buying pressure. But you might be thinking, well, Doug, how big can something like Tesla be for the Render network? Will it really burn a lot of tokens? Well, if you already know that one language learning model like ChatGPT now costs OpenAI more than $700,000 to run, and that chip makers Nvidia can't pump out new product fast enough, $700,000 a day. If you combine it with a burning mechanism on Render, we're talking about one learning language model, it will skyrocket the price. And of course, this is only to keep it up. To actually get ChatGPT to this stage already, they needed more than 40,000 GPUs just to get the model running. This is just the daily cost of keeping it running. So there is so much more potential. And with the request for compute, I truly think that the Render network is making really big steps of making the Render token one of the most valuable cryptos in the entire space. And for the final part of this video, I'm gonna give you my non-financial price prediction of how high that I think that Render token can go in the next bull run. But before I do that, a quick shout out to Michael on Telegram. He wanted to support the channel. He asked me if he could send me some crypto. I gave him my address. He sent me some crypto, so big shout out to him. So for the price prediction, I always tell you guys the same, but I believe, just like Nvidia, the biggest manufacturer of GPUs is a top 10 stock, that Render token should be a top 10 crypto. So what does a top 10 crypto mean? Well, if we take a look at the historical snapshot of the last bull market, we can see that a top 10 crypto has a market cap around 35 billion. But of course, bull runs get bigger and bigger every single time, because the bull run before that, a top 10 crypto would only be 11 billion. So that's more than a 3x. So what would that mean? That a top 10 crypto could be like $100 billion market cap in the next bull run, while Render only has less than 800 million, so that's nothing. But I made something up on Twitter, so be sure to follow me on Twitter, The Real Doug, as well. Let's say we're not gonna go to top 10, let's say top 50, which is Render now sitting at, and Render started the year at rank 160. But what would that mean? So a top 50, if you get 3 times the market cap of the previous bull run, would be a $30 Render. A top 40 would be a $40 render, a top 30 a $60 render, a top 20 a $95 render, and a top 10 is a $280 render. So this is of course my non-financial opinion based on data backed by the previous bull runs, but you guys always want to know these things, so I just give you my opinion. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to also follow me on Twitter at TheRealDog to know when I post videos, to know when I talk about crypto. Also click on the screen right now to find one of the best crypto passive incomes which works in a bull market and a bear market. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more crypto content, and YouTube. Until next time.